You know, after college, what's next? What have I been doing with my life? Sorry, Vinny. Hey y'all, it's your girl Deja, and we are back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. It has been a while since I've done a sit down video and I've actually talked to y'all. As you read by the title, we're gonna be talking about, you know, after college, what's next? What is next for me? What have I been doing with my life? It's been about, when did I graduate? Deja, how you forgot when you graduated? So it's been about half a year since I've graduated. I feel like right now is the best time to do this type of video because people don't do post-college videos, and I feel like it's very important. If you're interested, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and leave me some comments down below and let me know if you're dealing with this, if you recently graduated from college, if you can relate, you know, if you're about to graduate from college. So let's get into the video. Let's start off with when I graduated. When I graduated, I was in a very rough headspace. I probably moved about 3 to 4 times that entire year. Each time I moved, it was always an issue. It was basically where I didn't feel comfortable living. When I didn't feel comfortable, you know, with my living arrangement, it just started to have a domino effect. Like, it was to the point where people thought I was doing too much, complaining about your living arrangement. People deal with this all the time. It's not that serious. At least you got a place to live. I'm sorry, I'm not somebody who used to living with pests, dirty roommates, really dirty older roommate. Not to mention, y'all, it used to be scrapes, sounds, scratches, everything in my walls, jumping, beating, sound. Like, y'all, I used to think a Tasmanian devil was in my walls. Yeah, that's a story time for another time. I'm not gonna get into that, but it's just, people should feel comfortable in their living arrangement, especially since they're paying to live there. I moved probably 4 or 5 times, like I was saying. And in the midst of that, moved with family. That was its own little thing. And I just felt like at the end of my senior year, nobody understood what I truly went through. Like I was saying, my headspace, I was not in a good headspace. I felt very alone. I was just allowing people to just come into my life or do me however, and it's gonna be okay, and it will be okay. But I knew that wasn't okay. I knew that I was, you know, letting myself go. I knew that I lost my confidence. I knew that my drive for, you know, doing YouTube or doing what I love went down. So try to make myself happy, force certain friendships, force certain people in my life. Y'all, when I tell you alone, like, I continued to talk to people who were disrespectful to me, who tried me, didn't truly care about me. So I'm not gonna cry. After, you know, moving a few times, I finally got settled into this one apartment. As I was saying, I did have an older roommate. She was like 60 something. That's another video for another day. I felt like none of these apartments I were moving into in Tallahassee were listening. Like, I felt like nobody was answering me. Nobody was paying attention to how uncomfortable I felt. So I'm quite sure a lot of people in Tallahassee, a lot of my viewers who are either graduated from FAMU, went to FAMU, stay in Tallahassee, go to FSU, graduated from FSU. I'm quite sure y'all know and y'all can relate to dealing with issues with apartments. And not even in Tallahassee, like, dealing with apartments is everywhere. But it's gotten extremely bad in Tallahassee. Like, I've currently seen people who just became freshmen at FAMU were given an apartment to where it was somebody's dirty stuff already in the apartment. Stuff was left in the fridge, stuff was left in the living area, in the rooms. I'm like, how do y'all expect somebody to move in here? When you move in, the place is supposed to be clean. You're supposed to get a checklist of you writing off what's already dirty, what's left there, with scrapes, with scratches. How am I supposed to do that with all this stuff in somebody's house? But yeah, so Tallahassee is just very difficult dealing with, you know, apartments and living arrangements. I don't know why I chose to move into this specific apartment. I'm not gonna say what the name of it is, but yeah, I had this older roommate, you know, she's very dirty. It was so much dealing with that lady. It was times where I would, luckily I worked at a hotel. It was easy for me to, you know what, I don't want to deal with this, I'm gonna book a hotel with my discount and just stay there. When I tell y'all, at this time I was basically living out of hotels. I would have to get up early for class, be in the hotel, decide if I'm gonna extend my stay or check out, make sure I get all my stuff before I leave, or they're gonna possibly put my stuff in lost and found if I'm not checked out of the hotel at a certain time. I was just very stressed and alone, and I don't think anybody truly knew how I felt. After, you know, having them times where I would stay in the hotel, it was to the point where, Deja, you're spending too much money. Like, now your money is going down. This job I had wasn't the best job. I wasn't getting the pay I deserved. They were just giving me BS pay. It was just a very crazy arrangement. So after, you know, dealing with that and basically staying in hotels for a period of time, in and out, back and forth whenever I didn't or comfortable. Okay, y'all, my bad, my camera went dead. Make sure okay, so yeah, as I was saying, so other than that, my grades started slipping. Teachers started to wonder what's wrong with me. Why am I late excessively? Like, I mean, y'all know I'd be late. Like, I'm always late somewhere. But it was every day. Like, it was a normal for Deja to just be late. I don't know, I just felt like the teachers were complaining about me. I would kind of give them signs that I wasn't okay. I felt like sometimes I was even crying for help. Like, even with friends, people wouldn't care. I lost like 3-4 friends during this time because they genuinely did not care. Like, I would just be accepting company from guys who I know didn't deserve my company. I felt like I was just allowing people who I would have not normally be around me or treat me the way they treated me. I just was allowing people to just come in and out of my life. Like, I completely lost myself. There was this guy I met, you know, I thought he was my ride or die. He was somebody that, you know, had my back, but he didn't. I just felt like everybody did not care that Deja was showing that she's not okay, and life just kept coming at me. From family to friends to guys I was interested in who said they cared about me, nobody cared. When I say nobody, I mean nobody. It was just me. I got into arguments that I was just like, what? I'm like, why is life treating me like this? But somebody told me that life probably was treating me like that because you're about to have something great happen to you or happen for you. I just couldn't believe myself. My confidence was down, gaining weight. I gained so much weight. I lost myself. I wasn't me. I let people tear me down and I would just be more down, sensitive to any and everything. I was just so fragile at that time and nobody really understood. Everybody brushed it to the side, or Deja, you're just doing this, or you're just complaining, no. I'm really not okay. I was really not okay. And earlier today, I kind of ranted a little bit on my story. I ranted a little bit about, me looking back on the past YouTube videos I posted during that time. And I'm just like, wow. Like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for doing the content you did, even though you were so down and alone and sad. My mental health was terrible. I wasn't sleeping the hours I needed to sleep. Hey, I was always on edge. I was always on go. I slept in my car a few nights because I genuinely did not feel comfortable. As I was saying, I was looking at my videos and I was like, wow, I knew how I felt at that time, and I knew that I was trying to come out of that. One thing I'm so proud of myself for doing, and I recommend to any and everybody if you're dealing with something, always do what makes you happy. Always keep going. Push through. Because I pushed through, did my classes, did everything I needed to do. I graduated from the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Continue to post on my YouTube. My YouTube channel grew a little more than where it was at before I was dealing with what I was dealing with. My advice is to keep going, push through, do what, you know, do what makes you happy. Sit in and doing, you know, the things that you want to do for yourself in your life. It will, you know, have a good outcome. Take care of your mental health. That's one thing this year I was standing on. If my job is stressing me out, I'm not coming in today. Boom. Didn't care how they felt, didn't care if they would fire me, because my mental health was number one. That takes me to, you know, after graduation, made my living arrangement more comfortable for myself. That person moved out of the apartment. That's another thing. People don't normalize people being stressed out with dirty roommates and dirty apartments. Like, normalize, let me say this right. Normalize it being okay to not be okay dealing with dirty roommates or dirty apartments and people ignoring, because that could take a toll on you. Because honey, it took a toll on me, and anybody could be going through it. I'm paying money here. I'm paying money to stay here. As I said, it's Tallahassee Apartments. It's ran by young kids, so they don't even care, if you ask me. But anyway, so yeah, after moving on from that, you know, I started to be in a better space. I started to feel better. I started to go out. I started to really see who my friends were. I started to make new connections. Started to see myself as the actress I want to be. I started to really find myself again. And I didn't completely find myself. I didn't have it all figured out. I started to grasp the concept of, Deja, this person was not you. And you will not continue to let that person be you. You will change for the better you. You will change for the you who you know you are. With that being said, I officially got my degree, packed up my stuff. I was ready to get out of Tallahassee, Florida. Ready to go. And if you know, you know. When you get to that junior, senior year, you be ready to go. So I got my stuff, left, moved, currently back home. I do have, you know, an idea of moving somewhere within the next year. I'm not gonna really say it, because if you speak something and tell people what you're doing with your life, you could be pushing that away. So we just gonna see the moves. Eventually I'm gonna be moving somewhere in my dream location. Right now I am post-graduation. I'm still working my 9-to-5 job. I'm getting more money than I did before. I'm happy to be back at home, you know, where I feel more comfortable with my family, with my mom, my heart. She missed me, I missed her. But everything ain't sweet. People don't talk to you about coming back home after you graduate. People don't talk about that. I'm gonna talk about it. After graduation, there's a lot of things that could go through your head. When should I start getting into, you know, what I went to college for? When should I start really going after my career? I see other people going after their career. They got a job right away. I didn't get a job. I'm working this regular 9-to-5. Am I wasting my time? When am I going to jump and take that leap of faith and go after that job? If I take a year, oh my God, I'm waiting too late. I'm getting older. I'm not gonna do what I set out to do with myself. No. Breathe. It is okay. In this moment, I'm breathing. It has been 6 months after I've graduated, and I'm taking that time to enjoy my life, celebrate me, celebrate what I have done, celebrate the 4, 5, 6 years it took me to graduate, and I finished with 2 degrees. Not 1, but 2. So if I could do it, you could do it. So yeah, as I was saying, like post-graduation, I'm working my regular 9-to-5 job. I'm happy with my living arrangement. I'm about to go on another trip. Stay tuned, you will see. I'm meeting people, making new connections. You know, I am genuinely getting back to me. I will say there are some sad days where I get in my head and I'm just like, oh my God, a lot of people are getting opportunities and I'm not. What am I doing wrong? There are days when I compare myself. There are days when I'm like, what am I doing? Am I just editing and posting my life on YouTube? Like, what's my niche? Are people gonna watch me? Are they gonna grow with me? Are they gonna follow and subscribe and be interested in my content? Right now, I'm just posting, waking up, breathing, healthy, You know, taking care of my skin, drinking water. I'm trying to get back into working out. You know, I'm just bettering myself, because at that point in my life I was not okay. Now that I have the free time to really take care of me, I'm taking care of me. I'm genuinely, wholeheartedly taking care of myself. You shouldn't put a time on taking care of yourself. There's no time on taking care of yourself. I'm doing it. 6 months later, I'm in a better mindset to where I can genuinely be creative. I have creative freedom right now. And sometimes that kind of scares me, because I have so much freedom that what am I going to do with my time? It's my choice to decide, take this opportunity, audition for this, get this, an agent, don't get an agent, go to this city, these opportunities, take advantage of this, you know, try to network here. It's a lot of different things going through my head right now. I'm just taking it day by day, and I thank God every day for putting me in the position I'm in now. I'm living life. I'm turning up every chance I get. I'm spending money, saving money, paying bills, having a good time, spending as much time with my family, my grandparents. You know, I'm doing the things that make me happy. Every graduate I talked to that recently graduated from FAMU in spring 2022, summer 2022, they all said that this year took them out. And it took me out. I still do have some opportunities on the way. Stay tuned for those. I got some little things in the works for myself. I'm making moves as well. I'm just making them silently. I thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you want more talks like this, where I'm just sitting down being real with y'all, having a real a real moment, leave it in the comments and let me know. That's one thing I love to do, is talk and give you the real. As y'all have seen, if y'all haven't, on my Instagram stories, I will talk for days, for hours, and keep it moving. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.